God is good. Thank you. Yeah, it's great honor
Hola,
to be here today.
es un honor estar aquí.
I want to start with a statement here
Quiero
on this
comenzar
prayer, wonderful prayer
para hablar sobre
that
esta oración
has been read to us here. We have prayed this at the start of this event. It says that
Dice,
maybe you repeat. I
Tal
don't know
vez
whether I'll
ustedes
be able to say it
repitan.
well. I'll try to read.
Si
I
lo
don't know
estoy
whether my
diciendo bien.
Spanish. I'm also trying to learn Spanish.
mi castellano no es muy bueno.
Porque dando se recibe.
Porque dando se recibe,
Porque dando se recibe.
porque dando se recibe.
Yes. It is in giving that we receive. I don't know whether that's the correct translation. Yeah. So, when you give, you are
Cuando-
able to receive more.
Cuando uno da, uno recibe más.
So all our lives should be about giving more.
Todas
And-
nuestras vidas deberían ser acerca de dar, dar y seguir dando.
When you are doing whatever that you are doing, any work or as a teacher, think about giving more. Passion, commitment.
Cuando uno está trabajando como docente o en el trabajo, dar todo con pasión y compromiso,
Loving others,
riéndonos de nosotros mismos,
making others happy,
haciendo que otros sean felices,
helping others.
ayudando a otros.
So let me start by recognizing everyone here, especially those who have invited me.
Quisiera
The
hacer un reconocimiento a todos ustedes,
church, the Catholic Church, the schools
a la
here, and the
Iglesia
other
Católica,
schools who are
las
here.
escuelas representadas aquí,
Teachers, students, and everyone who is here present.
todos los docentes y directivos que se encuentran presentes y alumnos también.
It is great honor for me to be here in Argentina.
Es un honor estar en Argentina.
I thank God for giving me such a wonderful chance,
Gracias por darme esta oportunidad.
and thank everyone, and especially thank the FAC Foundation for giving me
Muchas
this
gracias al Barkey
award.
Foundation
And I
por
want to use
permitirme
this
estar aquí,
to share my story with the world, to share my story with you.
poder compartir mi historia con ustedes,
But apart from all, I'm also going to learn from you. There are so many
pero
things I'm
también
also
mi
going to
deseo
learn
de,
from you.
de aprender de ustedes.
Yeah, so I also recognize what teachers, the prize is not just all about me, but it recognizes the important role of teachers, what teachers do in the society.
Este premio no es para mí, sino es un reconocimiento a lo que los docentes dan a lo largo de su vida y su vocación.
So we need to recognize teachers and we need to appreciate what they do.
Tenemos que reconocer a los docentes y apreciar todo lo que brindan,
Because they are the center, the center part of delivering education, ensuring that we have good education.
porque tienen un rol central en que demos una buena educación.
So that means that we should put education, invest more in education, give it first priority.
Por eso tenemos que dar primera prioridad a la educación,
Because when we have good education, we'll be able to solve challenges which the world is facing so many challenges. But through good education, we'll be able to deal with those challenges.
porque es solo a través de la educación que vamos a poder dar respuesta a los desafíos que presenta la docencia actualmente.
And I want to thank the church for standing firm with the teachings, very good teachings, which have also inspired me.
Y también quisiera enfatizar la importancia de las estrategias de enseñanza.
Especially to be more specific, I just want to single out the life of St. Francis.
Y especialmente quiero resaltar la vida de San Francisco.
Was trying to break that gap between the rich and the poor.
San Francisco trató de realmente de quebrar o de terminar con esa ruptura entre los ricos y los pobres.
that the poor also deserves the same kind of good life as the rich people, and they deserve good education. They deserve everything that is good for humanity.
Los pobres también necesitan la misma educación y las mismas oportunidades que los ricos.
So let me start my story. I am a maths and a physics teacher
Soy un docente de matemática y física
at Kericho Secondary School in Kenya,
en el Colegio Secundario Querico de Kenia,
that is in Africa.
África.
And I come from a humble family.
Vengo de una familia humilde.
My father happens to be a teacher,
Mi padre también es docente, es
but
maestro.
is now retired. It inspired me a lot. I went through so many challenges, and
Hemos atravesado muchos desafíos.
like now, in the school where I went, primary school, I faced so many challenges. We could walk for like 8 kilometers to school.
La primera fue caminar aproximadamente 8 kilómetros para
Barefooted.
asistir a clases.
Barefooted,
Sin zapatos.
and then and so many challenges. But despite those challenges,
Y muchos
I
desafíos.
managed to
Pero a pesar de
get
eso,
that good education. I went to university, graduated, and then later on I got a chance to join work in one of the private schools. So before working in my
pero
current
a
school,
pesar de eso pude asistir a clases, tener una buena educación, ir a la universidad.
I was working in a private school which had most of the facilities needed for learning.
Trabajé en una escuela privada que tenía todos los recursos que permitían realizar mi tarea.
Like lab apparatus, enough classrooms, computers, those facilities.
Computadoras, recursos, libros.
But when I was invited to one of the schools, I was touched by the opposite
Pero me
kind
llamó
of
la
stress,
atención que lo que rodeaba
opposite scenario.
no tenía los
in
mismos
that
recursos.
there were so many challenges.
Tantos desafíos.
That school is the one I've said, Kericho, and it is situated in a semi-arid
Esa
part
escuela se encuentra en una zona semiárida.
of that region, and students come from diverse backgrounds and regions and from poor families.
Los alumnos vienen de familias pobres, de ambientes con muchas necesidades y muy variadas.
You may have like 60 to 80 students in one classroom. That's because of lack
Puedo
of
tener
enough
entre
rooms.
60 y 80 alumnos en cada aula.
And then there is no dining hall, no library. So generally, it is resource constraint. So that is
Siempre hay un problema de recursos.
Kericho
Eso es Querico,
Secondary School,
escuela
and
secundaria.
I wish that the speed of the go slowly, the speed of
Nos está pidiendo que adelanten el PowerPoint.
up to the first one,
Un poco más,
up to the
un poco más.
No.
Todavía no.
before just,
Antes. Quiere ir para atrás, disculpen.
Yeah, so that's
Aquí.
Yeah, that's Kericho
Esta es la escuela.
Secondary School. It is in a village, not in
Está
an
en una
urban center.
aldea.
And yeah, that's now when you get to one of the classrooms, and there are so many students, you get it's
Hay
crowded, and at
tantos
times
alumnos,
you don't get teachers.
pero no hay suficientes docentes.
Yeah, to the next slide.
En-
Sorry.
Perdón,
Okay, on that slide,
ahí podemos ver.
because we don't have enough teachers,
Como
so
no
you find that
tenemos tantas docentes,
teachers have to do a lot, and you have like that's myself in one of the classrooms handling like 70 students.
como no tenemos tantos docentes, ese soy yo en la foto, tenemos que hacer muchas más cosas de las que un docente suele hacer.
But despite those challenges, as a teacher, you have to stand out and really be creative, think of ways on how to assist these students.
Pero hay que ser creativo para poder responder a todos estos desafíos y ayudar a nuestros alumnos.
Maybe we move to the next slide. Okay, so I say that there is no, like, we also have the challenge of facilities. I've already said that. And then students at times come to school without, hungry, they don't get meals at home because of the poor families.
Bien, los alumnos llegan al colegio, aparte de la falta de recursos, enojados y emocionalmente molestos.
But the school has a feeding program. It gives them porridge in the morning and githeri. That's a local name for combination of beans and maize at lunchtime.
Y cuando llegan al colegio les dan lo primero de comer para combatir el hambre y les dan como una especie de comida que tiene granos, no sé, o sea, frijoles, ¿no? Como porotos, sí.
Next slide. So that's githeri take what I was talking about lunchtime, and because there's no dining hall, they just sit on the
No hay mesas, se
the field.
sientan en el piso y este es el almuerzo que están viendo.
To have meals. So when you go there, you just feel like most of the time I feel like shedding tears when I look at that. Next slide.
El próximo slide.
And students come from, those are the kind of families where students come from. I've just taken
Estos son
one.
los contextos de donde vienen las familias.
Yeah, and that is like one house. It's a mud house, and one room. Everything is done in that one room.
Esos hogares de donde vienen tienen tan solo un cuarto y en ese cuarto es donde ocurre todo. Las actividades de la familia, duermen, hacen todas sus actividades en un solo cuarto.
A bedroom, you find that in just one room divided into two. So in one room you get a bedroom. That's where they do the cooking. That's where they
En
do
el
the
mismo
studies,
cuarto
everything.
separan, está el dormitorio, la cocina, todo en ese mismo ambiente.
But despite that, I've seen the hope of these people. They are happy. Despite the fact that they are facing so many challenges, when you meet them at school, they just smile, they are happy.
Pero a pesar de este contexto, llegan al colegio y en el colegio se encuentran felices, llegan con una sonrisa.
And we assist them to be happy. But there are those ones who cannot be able to really manage the stress. Maybe the stress is too much.
Tenemos un programa para asistirlos desde lo emocional en esto y también porque en ocasiones llegan estresados y tenemos que asistir esta situación.
Next slide. So teachers also experiences problems because of there's heavy workload because we used to have like 7 teachers for 400 students. 7 teachers. 400
Hay 7 docentes para 700 alumnos. Entonces el estrés también es un tema entre los docentes.
I'm very sure it is not strange. This you might be experiencing the same for teachers who are here. You're also experiencing the same. You do a lot, you struggle, you wake up in the morning, correcting books, doing a lot.
Lo mismo que nuestras docentes experimentan es lo mismo que sus docentes experimentan, que es corregir, planificar, realizar todas las tareas que competen a un docente.
I'm very sure for teachers who are here, you can bear that with me, that you struggle a lot, you do a lot. And that's, at home, I guess it is even worse that these teachers really do a lot of
Estoy
sacrifices.
seguro que ustedes se sienten representados en esta descripción que estoy haciendo, porque realmente trabajan mucho y tienen mucho que hacer para enfrentar su tarea,
With the hope of transforming the society.
con el deseo de transformar la sociedad.
But despite that, we just work hard. For myself, I try to introduce new methods. I just do the ordinary things. I'm not like the principal or the senior teacher. I'm just ordinary teacher. I just do the ordinary things in a better way, try to be more creative.
Soy un docente normal, común y corriente y lo que trato de hacer es las cosas de todos los días, hacerlas de manera distinta, con otra pasión.
So that's why I said at the beginning that whatever that you do it with love. It should come from your heart.
Por eso resalté al comienzo de mi charla que todo debe hacerse desde el corazón y con el amor.
So you teach with love, with passion, with commitment.
enseñar con pasión y con amor.
So I have some ways, some approaches. I like the practical aspect of engaging learners in class, and the practical aspect of like science fairs or having them in group discussions.
Tengo un enfoque práctico de la docencia a través de cosas prácticas como en las ciencias, la feria de ciencias.
So I let them own the lesson, and I can say that I act like a facilitator. I don't just kind of like I'm on top controlling everything. I facilitate, and then when they are working in groups, and the lesson becomes so interesting.
Él comienza dando una lección, pero luego facilita que los alumnos comiencen a trabajar en grupos y no está todo el día controlando y supervisando, sino que permite que este trabajo en grupo tenga lugar.
Yeah, so as a teacher, it means therefore you have to really be creative and think of the needs of the students and try to help them.
Como docente hay que ser creativo y responder y estar atento a las necesidades de los alumnos.
It doesn't matter what you are going through. It doesn't matter whether you have few resources. Just when you have that love, you do your work with commitment, you will be able to transform so many lives.
Si uno trabaja con compromiso, va a poder transformar muchas vidas.
So the other thing I need to talk about is the girl child. The culture, most of the African culture, is in such a way that the girl child is like on the lower side than the boys. That the boys are given more priority than girls. So I'm also trying to think of ways on how girls can be empowered.
Culturalmente se le da más importancia a los varones que a las mujeres y él está trabajando mucho en esto porque hay que romper estas barreras culturales.
Because when you empower a girl, you're also empowering. I can say that you're also empowering the society.
Si uno empodera a una mujer,
But also,
empodera a la sociedad.
but also I'm not forgetting about boys. The thing is just about creating that balance so that we'll be able to know that what boys can do, even girls can also do it.
Crear un balance. Lo que puede hacer un varón también lo puede hacer una mujer.
Yeah, girls and boys, they have the same brains. It's not that the girls have a different brain, boys have a different, they have the same brain.
Los varones no tienen una mente diferente a la de las
So
mujeres.
they have the same potential, they have the same abilities.
Así que tienen las mismas potenciales y las mismas potencialidades y competencias.
So trying to encourage girls encourage parents to give more time to girls at home, because at times girls do a lot of work at home, preparing meals, fetching water, firewood, all of that. So you find that they have little time to do studies as opposed to boys.
Incentiva a las familias a que dejen ir a las chicas al colegio, las mujeres, porque cuando llegan a su hogar tienen a su vez tareas hogareñas que hacer, como ir a buscar agua o hacer las camas, por ejemplo.
And encourage everyone to have a positive attitude towards all subjects, including science. It doesn't matter whether it's science or what. In science, at times girls may think that science is only for boys.
Motivar a los alumnos a probar todas las propuestas disciplinarias y especialmente que las mujeres no piensen que las ciencias son solamente para los varones.
So remember that girls and boys have the same. I'm trying to look for
Las
students
chicas y
who
los
are
chicos
girls. They have
son
the same
iguales
brain.
y mira a los alumnos que están aquí.
Yeah. So just know that once you change your mindset, you'll be able to do anything. There's nothing like hard subject or hard or easy subject. All of them are the same.
Una vez que te enfocaste y has hecho un cambio de mente, ya no hay ninguna materia que te pueda hacer más difícil que la otra.
Yeah, the difference is just with your mindset, your mentality, your attitude.
Es la manera en que nos hemos parado y habla de mindset, de lo que estamos percibiendo esa situación.
So, working with the students in science, they have done so well. Like now, last year, we had our school leading in one of the science competitions, and they led. They marched first. Our school was ranked as the first in the public school category in the science
Les está
competitions.
yendo tan bien con los proyectos de ciencias que han competido nacionalmente en África y han tenido los promedios de mayor rapidez en resolución de situaciones.
Something that was only used to be done achieved by these international schools, these big schools, the national schools, those schools with more facilities and those schools which are famous. But now our school break the record and it was at the top.
Y han superado con los colegios independientes que son privados de África, realmente llegando a tener resultados del mismo nivel.
And there's also that on the same note, even this year, we had some students who participated at the international level from the same school, our school.
Y también han logrado mejoras dentro de su mismo colegio, están superándose.
With those few resources, so they were competing with other schools from all over the world, it's international schools and from Europe, USA, India, even from here, Argentina. They were competing on the same stage in USA.
Y no solamente compitieron a nivel nacional, sino también internacional.
And they got a chance to interact with the people, students from other countries. They got also a chance.
Y también pudieron interactuar con alumnos de otros países.
They also got a chance to be on a plane for the first time.
Subirse a un avión por primera vez.
And then, above all, they didn't just go there to participate. They marched as winners.
Y no
That
solamente
competition.
se sentían contentos de participar, sino que ya eran ganadores al poder viajar.
Yeah, and everyone
Y
was,
ganaron la competencia.
yeah, everyone was recognizing them.
La Feria de Ciencias de Arizona ganaron la competencia.
So that's what I'm saying. I see hope, despite the many challenges, lack of facilities, and all of that. They were able to prove to the world they also have the potential.
A pesar de todos los desafíos que los rodeaban, pudieron probarle al mundo que pudieron llegar a resultados internacionales y ganar.
And that did not happen by a miracle. It happened because we were very close to them. We were working with them, not just myself as an individual, but also cooperating with the other teachers.
Y esto no ocurrió porque yo caminaba solo individualmente, sino porque estamos al lado de ellos, caminamos junto a ellos.
So I said, it's not happened by a miracle. The only thing is, once you believe in students, once you believe that they have potential, they'll be able to do anything, they'll be able to shine, they'll be able to succeed.
Tan solo apenas pueden tener este logro, su mente cambia y pueden tener confianza en sí mismos de que pueden lograrlo y pueden ser exitosos.
It doesn't matter the challenges that they are going through, like what my students go through.
Y los desafíos que atraviesan y las situaciones difíciles de todos los días parecieran no tener importancia en ese momento.
Because they all have abilities and potential to change the world.
Porque han logrado tener habilidades y competencias para poder moverse en el mundo.
Yeah, and then besides that academic performance, education is not all about academic performance.
La educación no es solamente acerca del desempeño académico.
As teachers, as an individual, I also try to integrate the other aspects. Or we have sports.
Como docentes tenemos que cubrir otros aspectos.
The main thing here is to have students who are formed holistically. So you focus on character formation.
Formarlos de manera integral, como por ejemplo el desarrollo de la personalidad.
So that's why you need the other aspects. You need sports. You need
Deportes,
drama,
teatro,
dancing,
danzas.
And also that's also a way of uniting students,
una manera de unir a los alumnos,
because students are able to work as a team.
porque entonces así pueden aprender a trabajar como equipo
They develop those other skills,
y desarrollar otras
the
habilidades,
socio-emotional skills.
habilidades socioemocionales.
Yeah, so you, as a teacher, you also need to be aware of that you don't just focus only on academic success.
No podemos enfocarnos solo en lo académico, sino tener en cuenta todas estas dimensiones.
I'm also a patron of young Christian students. I'm also a patron of young Christian society in the school.
También maneja todo lo que tiene que ver con la parte pastoral cristiana de la escuela.
And I play a reading role in spiritual direction, just sharing with the students and about
En el
the value
desarrollo de su espiritualidad,
of the Christian values.
a través de los valores cristianos.
And I'm very happy to do that because I know it's very important aspect for students to be aware that they need to know that they were born for a reason,
Y es muy importante para él, ya que deben saber que han nacido por una razón
and they need to know that they were created by God,
y fueron creados por Dios,
and that God has a plan for them.
y que Dios tiene un plan para cada uno de ellos.
And above all, it's just all about having for them strengthening the values, the spiritual, you know what spiritual direction does.
La idea de fortalecer sus valores.
Yeah, so those are the other aspects. So, what I envision as a teacher is not just, as I've said, only emphasizing on academic success, but for them to have knowledge, to have the skills. I've talked about the soft skills, the social-emotional skills, and to have confidence, for them to believe that they can change the world. You see, they have abilities.
Vuelve a resaltar la idea de que no solamente acerca del desarrollo académico, sino también de crecer en el conocimiento, las competencias y la confianza, ¿no es así?, como docente en esta tarea que es la enseñanza.
For me, I think that is the best education you can ever give a child.
Es la
That's the
mejor
best education you can ever
educación
give
que
a
uno
child.
puede dar a un niño.
It's not just about the referring, going to class, teaching, and then leaving, waiting for the Saturday at the
La
end of the
idea no
month.
es ir a clase, enseñar y todos afuera y terminar el colegio.
Yeah, so focus on the character formation, the holistic part of.
Enfocarnos en el desarrollo de la personalidad, de los valores.
And also as teachers, they need incentives, of course. They need
Los docentes necesitan incentivos.
yeah, but if teachers were to be rewarded, they can, you will be in terms of millions of dollars.
No hay millones de dólares para pagarle a los docentes, no hay dinero que se le pueda pagar.
Because as I said at the beginning, teachers do a lot, and therefore they really
Los docentes hacen mucho
deserve recognition.
y necesitan reconocimiento,
But they should also focus on that kind of holistic formation of.
pero deben enfocarse en un enfoque integral del alumno.
And there is great potential in these young people, and therefore, as teachers, you are there to unlock their potential.
Como docentes debemos como lanzar, como lograr ese potencial, como sacarlo, ¿no es así?, de ese lugar que se encuentra oculto.
Next slide.
Próximo slide.
So they have dreams. These young people have dreams. They have they have that potential. It is now up to the teacher to unlock that potential.
Estos jóvenes tienen sueños y somos nosotros los docentes los que tenemos que aprender a hacérselos realidad, a disparar estos sueños.
Some are dreaming of becoming journalists.
Algunos querrán ser periodistas,
Some are thinking of becoming engineers.
otros ingenieros,
But they don't know what to do, how to do that.
pero no saben cómo llegar a eso.
So it is the role of a teacher to
Y aquí
Assist the learners.
es donde el docente los puede ayudar
unlock that potential, bring out the best,
y sacar lo mejor de ellos,
bring out the best in them.
lo mejor de cada uno de ellos.
And that can be done in many aspects, not just on dwelling on academic success.
Y eso se puede realizar no solamente académicamente, sino en muchos otros aspectos.
And therefore you see what teachers can do. They can
Ahí pueden
transform the
ver,
world.
los docentes pueden transformar el mundo.
And it is because of this reason that now we thank our teachers, and winning the Global Teacher Prize does not, as I said, it does not recognize me, but it recognizes the important role played by teachers.
Por eso, docentes, este premio no es un reconocimiento personal, sino un reconocimiento a todos los docentes.
Yeah, so next slide.
El próximo slide.
And
Y
I want to use the prize that I got to empower the society.
quiero usar este premio para empoderar a la sociedad.
It's a lot of money,
Es mucho dinero
and I'm a religious.
y como religioso, soy un religioso.
So it's not that I'm going to use that for my
No
own
lo voy a usar este dinero para mí,
buy
para
shoes.
comprarme cosas, ropa.
Already my needs are catered for. I have shoes, I have.
Ya tengo zapatos,
So I want to give
Ya
it back
tengo
to the
ropa.
society,
quiero darlo a la sociedad
empower the society,
y empoderar la sociedad.
starting with the school now that it has few resources.
Comenzando con el colegio donde trabajo, que faltan recursos.
So as a teacher,
Como docente,
you need, in summary, you need to cooperate with other people.
como docente, en resumen, hay que colaborar con otras personas.
You need to make students have socio-emotional skills, have the values,
Desarrollar habilidades socioemocionales en los alumnos,
have humility, resilience,
humildad, resiliencia
and be selfless.
y ser generoso.
You need to have passion.
Pasión.
As a teacher, you also need to have passion and commitment, and also do it. Also encourage students to have the same.
Hay que trabajar con pasión, compromiso.
And do more, talk less.
Hay que hacer más y hablar menos.
And lastly, take initiative to do things. Don't wait to become a principal or to take top positions for you to transform the lives.
Y tomen la iniciativa. No esperen a ser directores. Tomen la iniciativa ahora mismo.
Start with the simple duties that you are performing.
Comiencen con las pequeñas tareas de todos los días.
So that is it. Thank
Eso
you
es
so much.
todo. Muchas gracias.